So if you've been decluttering for a while and honestly, you still look around your house and you feel overwhelmed by the things that you see around you and you're wondering and asking that very important question, why is my house still cluttered? Here's the great news that I have for you. That is called I can't hide it clutter. And it is something that I have 5 strategies today that we are going to overcome that can't hide it clutter. Like when our countertops in our kitchens are constantly covered with things, or the table that's always covered in papers. So the first strategy that I want you to try is to get a basket. Just get a basket. Look around your house. I guarantee that you have a basket in your house. And what you're gonna do is be mindful about the places in your house that are annoying you right now. So recently, okay, sorry, that was super nice. My neighbor came over and said hi. Okay, so let's go back to baskets. So I have been using my kitchen table as like my work area. And I have my computer there. I have a mess of papers, my journals, my calendar, everything, right? So I don't want that out everywhere. Before I got the basket I have now, it was just spread across the table all the time. And when we want to have dinner there every night, it was just a hassle, right? To pick everything up, to take the charger and go find a place to put it. So what I did is I used a basket, and now all of my papers and my agenda at the end of the day go in the basket, and then it just goes in the corner in that room. Thinking about what are the places around your house where you might have cords, where you might have papers like I have, and putting a basket there, it's amazing how baskets can make lots of what we would call can't hide it clutter into one thing. And so it doesn't look so messy. The next thing I want you to try is honestly something I was very bad at for many years because I loved decor. But hear me out. I want you to only keep 3 things in a flat surface. So say you have like shelves that I have behind me. I only put tops 3 things on them. Now, the caveat is when we bring out our Christmas stuff, this is the only place we keep our Christmas stuff. So yes, it does get more than that. But on the day-to-day, no, I don't keep anything extra out decor-wise on that flat surface. And so that reminds me that around my house, I need to be cognizant of how many things I am putting down on that flat surface, because once you get more than 3, it starts to feel and look cluttered. I also like to use this in my bathroom. I like to use this in my kitchen. This is just one of those rules that I fundamentally use all of the time. It has really helped me to cut down on the things that I keep out all of the time, those can't hide it clutter, and really assess, why do I have to have this out? I used to keep out lotion and our toothbrushes and all those things. And then I started to really question myself, how much longer would it really take me to open the cabinet or to pull out the drawer? If it's not going to be too much of a hassle, then getting rid of the excess can't hide it clutter is gonna help make that room feel much more open and peaceful. All right, if you've been around for a minute, you know that I am kind of obsessed with this next one, and that is having blank spaces, blank walls, blank shelves. I like space. And so you 100% don't need to be as crazy as I am, but hear me out. So I like to have blank spaces because what I learned is that for years, I filled every wall possible. I felt like that's how you make a home, right? The only way that you can make somewhere feel homey is by putting tons of decor up. And while you don't have to go as extreme as I am about having visual clutter up around my walls, I will say in my defense that I don't have to go around all of the time anymore dusting all these picture frames, dusting all these pieces of artwork, or if not doing that, thinking about how I should be dusting them, thinking about what I should be doing instead of just living my daily life, right? It has to be a balance. If you come into your home and every wall is full, if you have the bandwidth to keep up with that and clean it and it feels peaceful and calm to you, then this doesn't apply. But if you are like me and you came into your house and sure, I liked it. I thought it looked pretty. I love people with picture walls. I didn't have the time, the mental space, the ability to keep up with it. So it became a thing on my anxiety list of things I needed to do, right? We don't want to do that to ourselves. So if you can embrace and really come to peace with finding walls with nothing on them and just enjoying your headspace, then this rule can apply to you. So as you're going through your house and you're asking yourself, Why does my house still look cluttered? Why does this room still feel uncomfortable to be in? I want you to look at every single individual piece that you have out in your house, okay, in that room. And I want you to ask yourself, is it beautiful or is it a necessity? And if it's both, perfect, okay? Those are gonna stay. If it's not a necessity, then I want you to use the 3 or less rule. You can pick 3 of those beautiful things to hang up on your wall, to put on your shelf, but you can't have it all out. Now you could store it away and you can exchange your decor throughout the different seasons or different parts of the year when you get bored of it, but having less of it out is automatically going to make that can't hide it clutter look beautiful and special as opposed to just overwhelming. I have definitely found this to be true when I used to fill every shelf, I'll see if I can find a picture, with just stuff. Like every shelf was just full of things, stupid stuff that I had found from like TJ Maxx. And none of it was special because there was just so much of it. But now that I have only a few pieces, whether they've been given to me, whether I've gotten them on travels, or whether they're my plants, my babies, they are beautiful and sometimes necessity. But if they're not necessity, I have 3 or less. If you are looking for a community to join to learn about minimalism and decluttering and organizing your home, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join this amazing group of men and women who are really chasing a simpler life. But also, if you're on this decluttering journey already here with us at MINIMALIST, then throw a heart emoji down below. Let's go to the last one. Okay, so hear me out on this one. The next thing that I want you to really think about as you are looking at all of that can't hide it clutter is I want you to write this down and put it right next to your heart as you are looking around your house. And I want you to say to yourself, I don't have to have decor in every room. Okay, so as a recovering can't hide it clutter junkie, this was hard. I thought for sure, and you see in magazines, you see everywhere, right? You have to have decor in every room. It's just not true. I don't have any decor in my kitchen and I don't have any decor in my bathroom. The beautiful thing about reassessing where you have to have decor or where you'd like to have decor is the simple fact that once you really put that in your file cabinet in your brain, right? That I don't have to have decor in every area, it's like a breath of fresh air. Eating in your dining room is easier when it's not covered with different decor pieces. Making food in your kitchen is easier when you have the counter space because you don't have tchotchkes out. Going to the bathroom and cleaning up after yourself is easier when you don't have to go under a bunch of pictures and plants and decor. It's just easier. And you have to kind of decide for yourself what are the non-negotiables. And while that's 100% going to be personal for every person where you feel like you need to go on your decluttering journey, if you continue to ask yourself these questions and use these strategies and think about why you need decor in that area, I guarantee you'll start second guessing it. That's exactly what I did when I got rid of we used to have shelving in our bathroom and I got rid of it because it was something else for me to dust in a bathroom that's already dirty. I don't need candles in my bathroom because they get covered in dog hair and our own general filth. So I took them all out. But I challenge you on your decluttering journey, if you are still very overwhelmed, even though you've been decluttering and you have a lot of this can't hide it clutter, I will honestly say my house is not always clutter-free. We leave things out. All 3 of us are crazy about doing that. But when you build in these strategies and you have less and you keep less out, you definitely feel a lot easier, a lot more peace. I challenge you to try one of these 5 strategies this week. The only way you can get better at not having out so much can't hide it clutter is by working on it. Trying something new. Testing out the waters is the only way I came where I am now, and I still have growth to go. But if you enjoyed this video, then I guarantee I have several more that you will enjoy. Continue on your journey, and I wish you the very best.